All right, today I want to show you how you can earn the trip no problem in the fall of 2020 so you can go in April of 2021. So the first thing you want to do is print out the flyer. I just printed a few of these sheets to have as a sample. And you can see the different levels. I'm going to show you one way to earn a trip for one, and then I'm going to show you how to earn a trip for two. And what you're going to do is first set your goals. So here I have the trip for one, and that's level 3, and we need 22,000 points. We need 3 personally sponsored consultants and a sales of at least 12,000 personal sales. So what I recommend is breaking it down by month. So obviously you can look at what you have in July so far and kind of adjust the goals, but this is just an example. So I know that I need to have a total of 12,000. I know that October, November tend to be my biggest months. So I put those a little bit more in my goals than I did. Like July is always a little bit slower. I'm hoping to pump it up in the last couple weeks, but I always know that October and November are going to be the highest, and December tends to be a little bit lower just because it's a shorter month. Usually we're done by mid-December as far as shipping and stuff. And so that gets us to the 12,000. Now what I know is if I come to August and I don't quite hit the 2,000 mark, say I'm only at 1,500, then I will have to readjust my goals for September and need maybe 2,500 in September. So I'm always readjusting as I go. And as I fill out my actual form, which I don't have that printed yet, but the actual form I'll fill in as I go month by month. So the next requirement is 3 personally sponsored consultants. That means somebody that I've talked to that has signed up on my website. I get 250 points when they join, and then for any sales that they do, I'm going to get 1 point for every dollar they sell for the rest of the fall, which is awesome. And this is where you can really build points if you get a consultant who is really active and invested. But you're going to want to sponsor as early as possible because you can keep earning points for them throughout this time. So let's say I sponsor in August one consultant, and she does $1,000 in sales. I get 1,000 points. Now I want to remind you that we need 3 personally sponsored consultants who achieve any level of Great Start. So they need to hit that 250 right away is the easiest thing to do. If they for some reason don't get going that first month, they need to hit their second month goal, but that's a lot harder because that's a 1,200. So really getting them off started right away. So let's say she does really great. I sponsor another one in September, and now I get points for my new one and for my one from August, and let's say together they do $2,000 in September, $2,000 in October. I sponsor my third gal, so between the 3 of them now they're getting 2,000, 2,000, and then December is slower and they only do 1,000. That gets me to 8,750 points. Okay, so then I am probably going to promote, since I have my 3 gals, I have my PV, I have my GV. We're going to talk about that in the future, but we will probably naturally promote as we are working towards the trip, and you'll get 100 points for each time you're paid as a leader. And then of course we got 1,000 points for conference. So that gets us to our just over 22,000 points. Now, as I said, you're going to adjust as you go. So let's say your new consultants do it quite as well as you planned. That means you need to pump up your personal volume one of these months. Or let's say your personal volume is doing really well, you're doing more than your goals. That takes a little pressure off of your new consultants. You might have to sponsor a 4th consultant or 5th consultant, depending on how well these ladies do to get the points to add up. But that just kind of shows you that example.